Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Holy Ground Homestead. I'm Flo. This morning I'm going to take you along for morning milking. We tried doing this yesterday, but it didn't work out so well because Gigi Installer just wanted to yell and yell and yell, and it just got beyond frustrating. So, to not add to the chaos, I just cut the camera. Said, okay, we'll try again tomorrow. So hopefully that's the case today. Um, I'm gathering up my things to head out. Got my coffee in hand, a little French vanilla with lots of goat's milk. So delicious. Today's my first cup of coffee in almost a month, and I'm so excited. I've been having to um, take some vitamin E and some zinc prescription type stuff that the hospital had put me on because to try to boost my immune system and beat this rhinovirus that I had, and obviously it's still not working so well. As you can hear, I'm still so sick. I've been up all night that I could feel the relapse, that my body was aching yesterday. My blood pressure still sky high. I had to end up stopping working yesterday on the chicken pen, me and Larry, because I was just so sick and I just could not go no more. I felt like I was gonna pass out, so he ended up just going do Diamond's bottle for me last night because excuse me, I was just so sick. I just couldn't deal. And he could see in my face that it was time to be done and go take a shower. He said, you go take your shower, I'll go feed Diamond, he said, and we'll call it a day. He said, we'll finish the next day, whatever day he has available. Today he had to end up going into work. So I'm guessing either later today we'll try to finish up again or tomorrow. Not sure how that's going to work out, but I'm gathering my things, grab everything, and I'll meet you down at the barn. Oh my God, let me go get some grain, y'all. The barn is about to be in chaos. I have a little girl that is not gonna be a happy camper this morning because this morning is gonna be her first weaning of not having her morning bottle. She should have been weaned down to one bottle a day by now already, but Mama didn't. Mama wanted to keep her baby for as long as I could. I'm in my feed rooms / storm shelter. It goes down there. Storm shelter. We live in Tornado Alley, but I don't use it because I fear it. It's creepy to me. I don't feel safe, so I don't use it. I'm grabbing some grain because it's about to be chaotic in there. And as I was saying, Miss Diamond is getting down to her one bottle a day. Give me 1 second, y'all. It's time to mix more grain. I'm down to the nitty gritty. I'm in here head first trying to get grain. Sorry, y'all. I'm just still so So yeah, she's gonna be weaned down to one bottle a day now, cause she's right at 2 months old, and she should have already been down to one. Oh my goodness! I was forgetting Diamond's grain. Jeez, can't go without getting that. She's getting to be 2 months old. I keep losing my train of thought. I'm still so okay. She's gonna be 2 months old, or she is 2 months old. I can't even think right now. And she should have already done been on the 1 bottle a day. And I didn't get her down to 1 bottle a day yet. And today is the day. So I thought yesterday the barn was in pandemonium watch all the milk. This should be interesting. We'll see. Hopefully God might give me favor today. Hopefully God shows me a little grace and a little favor today. Give me some peace and some sanity, because God knows I need it right now. I was supposed to do a garden tour for y'all yesterday. Oh no, my blueberry bush fell over. I was supposed to do y'all garden tour yesterday and see what we can harvest. And as soon as a couple hours passed, few hours passed, excuse me, that few hours that had already went by of us working on the chicken pen, it kept raining and it stopped. It would rain, then it would stop. It would rain and it stopped. So we didn't end up getting to do the garden tour, but we definitely got to come in here today because with the rain we had last night, I got some cracking going on in my tomatoes, but I'll give y'all a glimpse. That's what we're gonna go check out later after I, oh, how can you not resist passing by this beautiful blueberry bush and not get a blueberry in the morning. Oh, I can't wait to make some smoothies. If they would ever turn all at once, it would be amazing. I can't make smoothies with one here, one there, one here, one there. Oh my God, you hear that? Ah! Ah! Oh, she's such a mess. Such a mess. Okay. Let me get them settled down here right quick and get Onyx on the milk stand, and we'll get started. I'll get back to you. Gigi, you gonna have crazy shenanigan mornings again this morning? Huh, Gigi? You gonna have crazy shenanigan mornings? Oh, you, Starla? It's gonna be you this morning? I seen the head pop up. No crazy shenanigans? Huh? I see you. Okay. Let's try this again. Tried to turn the camera on like 3 different times. I had to end up going and put Diamond outside. Then I had to end up putting Jade on the other side to eat. Then I had to end up going and put Maverick's kiddos outside. Well, on the other side of the barn. So you're probably going to hear the chaos starting because he's going to start yelling for her. And she's not going to want to eat her grain. She's not going to want to finish milking. So, yeah. It's about to get chaotic in a minute. We'll see. But let's try to get this milking done. Big girl, mama. She is my best milker, Onyx. This is my new girl. That's kind of skittish. Came to me with a wonky udder, and I'm so disappointed because, oh, she's got nice teeth. She's got a nice udder that fills up so nice. She's 4 years old. But, oh, she's got, towards people, she's got an amazing personality, even though she's skittish. But with the other goats, she likes to bite. She's not so nice with them like, to let them know that she's herd queen. She's the new kid on the block, but she's the herd queen. And just get out of her way. And if you notice, I'm milking in the measuring cup for now. And I gotta milk one-handed because it's only a measuring cup. And I'm not about to trust them dumping over this dang milk. It's like liquid gold. So I'm not gonna trust them dumping my milk over. So as of now, I'll milk one-handed into my measuring cup. I finally got all my milk stuff coming. My udder spray. Let me see if I can milk this. No, not gonna work. Oh my gosh, it's already hot this morning in the morning. Jeez. She has really good teeth with small orifices, and it takes forever to milk these girls. But Gigi and Starla, I don't enjoy milking them at all. So to solve that problem, I got a milk machine coming. I ordered a milk machine from Walmart. It was the only place I was able to get something with a warranty. Then, as soon as I order it, getting excited, upset because I got a 2-week wait before it's gonna come in. And next thing you know, I get an email saying, oh, well, you gotta cancel your order. They don't have this item in stock. Come over here, sweet girl. You're making me have to go too far. Get over here. They said, what item ain't in stock? I was upset because I do not enjoy milking Gigi and Star. I enjoy milking. I really take pleasure in the peaceful serenity of hand milking, but I do not enjoy milking Gigi and Starla because they first freshness, they're the first time getting on the milk stand ever. But for the most part, they do not try to kick over the buckets or the measuring cup. They don't try to kick or do anything, and I've never worked with them on the milk stand before. Oh my gosh. I'm blessed to have this big homemade milk stand. It works so good. Got plenty of room to stretch out and move however you need to. But anyway, I get squirrely sometimes. They don't kick and buck around, act all crazy nonsense on the milk stand, but their teeth are so little bitty tiny. And the last few days, I tried filming for y'all, doing morning milking routine. But Gigi and Starla wanted to have shenanigans yesterday, but he just wanted to yell and yell and yell and yell for no reason. They had grain on the milk stand the whole time they was on the milk stand. Their baby was with them. They're not in discomfort, but they just had the ability, they want to just yell and yell and yell non-stop. And I was beyond frustrated. I couldn't think, I couldn't focus. I was just so on my nerves, wanting to just get this over with. So I ended up just cutting the camera off because it was stressful yesterday, and I don't know why they was cutting up. Today we'll try again. But at this point in time, I'm milking mamas, and their babies are still on them at this point. So whatever I get. I'm usually getting, for the most part, out of each one of them, Onyx mostly I get like 2 cups of milk, and I'm only milking her once a day right now. But Gigi and Starla, for the most part, by the time the chaos begins and their teeth being so little, I'm only getting like about a cup, sometimes less than a cup, because I'm just like, I'm done for. I don't want to fight. So I don't give up that easily. My husband bought me a milk machine. And I'm so blessed. Excuse me, I'm so blessed to be having that coming in because now I can milk them and it not take about an hour to milk each girl, each of my does, because of them either cutting up or because the teeth are so small, it's almost like milking a dang cat. And I'm not about that. This is just my kids' pet goats, backyard goats, whatever you will that you want to call it. That was not brought here to be bred for good genetic lines. This was just some, what I call, don't take offense, because I'm not about this offense stuff. Be nice and polite, but what I would call trash goats, okay? They're not bred for high genetics, they're not top of the line. What's the matter, sweet girl? You sore on that side? What's the matter? They're not bred for high good genetics. They wasn't brought here for good genetics. I did not want these goats by all means. Well, not these goats in particular. My husband came home with their dams. If you're not familiar with what a dam is, that means it's a mama doe. Like their mom, it's called a dam. They came to us bred. Well, my husband went go pick up my bread, and I refused to buy them goats. My husband said yes. I said no. My husband said yes. I said no. Next thing you know, the goats are in my backyard, okay? So in all reality, it was not bred into this herd for genetics, for great udders, for all the things good about milking and what have you. Okay, they were just pets. I wanted to have goats for milking. I wanted good genetics. I wanted registered goats. And that was not the case with my husband. He did not care. He just wanted the goats because he knew I wanted goats. But he should have known I did not want those kind of goats. Okay? Anyways, so their teeth are not any good. For being first fresheners, they make amazing amounts of milk, but nothing I'd want to put or say that I would want. Oh my God, I'm so excited that I'm excited for the udder. Gigi had a great udder for being the first freshener. Beautiful udder. What's going on with you, girl? Gigi has a great udder for being a first freshener and being a backyard pet goat. But when I got sick for them 10 days, she had her baby right when I got sick. And so that being said, when she came into milk, her baby was only eating on one side. It made her utter wonky. I was in a recliner for 10 days, could not lift my head up. I was so very sick. Well, my husband calls me on camera because I'm steady, nonstop asking, how's the udders, how's the udders, how's the udders? Is anybody's udder getting wonky? Well, lo and behold, my husband calls me on camera. He said, babe, you won't be happy about this. You have a wonky udder. He said, how do I fix it? I'm like, well, you got to milk her out on the one side to even it out. Well, friends, my husband don't know how to milk a goat. Neither did my daughter. My daughter was helping my husband run the show the whole time, taking care of all my animals while I was sick. She didn't know how to milk either. Now, thankfully, by the grace of God, I taught her how to milk this past week. She can milk Onyx. But she can milk Onyx, but she can't milk Gigi and Starla. Their teeth are too little. Nobody wants to try to milk them regardless. Neither do I, but I have to. But we're going to solve that problem with this milk machine that's coming in a few days. That they canceled it yesterday. Finally refunded my money late last night for me to be able to order another machine elsewhere at a different place. I refuse to buy from Walmart ever again, from their online store. Here in this small town, we only got a Walmart to shop at, so you kind of got no choice on the matter of where you're going to shop fully. But anyway, I'm getting squirrely again. So all in all, Gigi's udder got wonky. And my husband or my daughter did not know how to fix it. They could not milk. My little boy is 9. He can have decently milk. And I did not even consider it being so sick and him not really wanting to take part in milking to begin with. He likes milking, but he don't like trying to milk Gigi and Starla because their teeth are too little. Nobody wants to milk Gigi and Starla. So, long story short, off the squirrely track, now Gigi has a wonky udder, and her baby keeps that one side dang near completely empty. She has one bigger teeth, so I got 2 out of 3 goats with a wonky udder. Thankfully, I'm getting Onyx and milk on her one wonky other side. She came to me wonky. I didn't know that. She was bought registered, and the girl I got her from, her and her sister Jade that I purchased, and Chief, the buck, that bred them, all came to me malnutrition. I have no idea, or I would not have purchased them. And when I did realize it was too late, in all reality, I got them and I kept them anyways for the fact of it being almost like a rescue. I could not see that animal being in that condition and then send it back into the same hands of the person that caused them to be skinny. And when I tell you skinny, skinny is an understatement. I've been having these girls I recently rehomed Chief because I just have no place for him in particular. He was not useful to me. He could not breed Gigi because that was another lie. The woman never told me he was pole till I seen it on his registration papers. So he was rehomed. But it's over 2 months I have these girls. Let me see, March, April, May, June. There's like 3 months I got these girls. And I am still at the mercy of trying to put some weight on them to stop the sunken in effect, which I'll show you in a little bit. That Onyx looks a whole lot more conditioned than Jade, but Onyx is still nowhere where I want her to be and where she needs to be. But Jade, poor little heart, she is so skinny. I got her some weight on, but you can't rush it on. You have to gradually put it on because it'll do more harm than good if you just try to rush and put weight on them. So I'm doing different things to amp the protein in their grain. And I just like my girls being fed well. I don't skimp on their feed. Each to their own. Everybody has their own thing on how much grain they feed, how much they don't. I don't overfeed where it's going to risk killing my goats. But my goats are healthy. They're not starving. They're not sunken in. I refuse to have sunken in goats. I miss you, girl. You're right. I refuse to have sunken in stomach goats. With these poor girls, they have no choice right now. But we're working on that. But yeah, they came to me so skinny. I'm like, I don't understand why people do that to their animals. I'm glad when she shared her story on Facebook saying that it was an unfortunate thing that she had to sell her animals, her horses, her goats, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it was for unforeseen reasons she wouldn't discuss. Well, my opinion is, I think that the neighbors caught wind of how these animals looked so starved, and somebody reported her, and she had no choice but to get rid of the animals by a certain time frame, or she'd go to jail or have charges or something, fines or something, because the buck, he looked it healthy until you really seen what was underneath his coat. That his coat was long as a buck should have been, but he was so skinny, poor little heart, his hair grew into the lining of his ribs. Like you can see the marking down his coat of where his rib cage was. He picked up weight fairly fast. And when we got him to the condition he needed to be, I rehomed him. And now, these girls in the process of still gaining their weight. Onyx had her baby. She's in milk. Jade she came to me with such a stank personality. So stank. When I tell you stank personality, I had no idea. Excuse me, when we purchased her, we picked them up at Tractor Supply in the next state over. And y'all excuse me, the heat is cranking out here. That we picked them up at the Tractor Supply the next day over, and it was like right at dark. You almost couldn't see anything, but she tried to bite my daughter through the cage. She tried headbutting us through the cage, the kennel, stomping her feet at us. I mean, she was a hot mess. You couldn't touch her. She was a freaking runner that you just walk past, try to even get anywhere near the vicinity of where she was with herself or with other goats, trying to mess with the other goats. And when I tell you run, a jackrabbit ain't got nothing on this little girl. She is very tiny and she's very fast. I now got her past the stage of she no longer kicks, she no longer bites. Well, she may attempt every once in a while to bite the other goats like her sister Onyx does. But as far as people, she's not biting people anymore. She's not stomping her feet at us. And the girl always said that, well, that's the only thing she told me was that one of the girls out the bunch was skittish and that she'll only come for treats. Well, come to be that one that was just come for treats, that was skittish, was Jade. But skittish was an understatement. This poor little girl, I still have yet to be able to, do hooves on them, because like Onyx was heavily bred. Jade is a mystery. She's still never kidded out yet. You can see that she's finally starting to gain an udder, so we just like pins and needles watching every day, all day long. But the girl said that she would only come for treats, that you'll never get your hands on her. Well, friends, as of like 2 weeks ago, it's over a month actually that I'm able to pet her. That I can usually get the grain bucket and she'll put her head in the grain and you can pet her like that. Well, me and my son could, no one else. Well, since I built these new 2 stalls before the girls all started kidding, once we got her in the stall, she is letting us walk up to her. I can pet her. Sometimes in the pasture, well, she's getting better at that. But in the stall, I can walk up to her, I can pet her, I can love on her, and she is just ecstatic with it. You can tell she's always wanted love and attention and affection and stuff, but was just, I think she was abused as to why she's like that. Because her little jaw looks like as if somebody would have broke her jaw or something. Her mouth, when she eats, she's like, kind of thing. Like her, it's not normal. Something's like not right. And it's something that is beyond too far going to say to try to fix. It's it's nothing repairable, okay? But more of the story is she was very skittish. When the girl said you'll never get your hands on her, she only comes for treats and she'll grab a nibble and she's gonna run. Lo and behold, Mama got hands on her and Mama is petting her and loving her and the rest of the family is petting and loving her and she is loving it. She is getting so much better. I mean, 360 improvement on her behavior, her like affection level and things. I mean, from time to time, she's still hard to get in the stall. She's very scared, thinking somebody's gonna do her something. And it takes a minute to get her in the stall and to do different things like that with her. I'm still trying to get her on the milk stand. We're working on that because that's gonna be future. When she's gonna kid, she's gonna get milk. But she's gonna be rehomed. I'm hesitating on Onyx because she's such a good milker. She has great teeth and she produces so much milk, and I'm only milking her once a day, and she's my doe that's giving me the most milk. And she does have a good personality towards people. But Jade, eventually I'm gonna rehome her because she's not gonna be the right fit for my herd. She is very tiny, she's small. I worry about her kiddings and stuff. I'm gonna see how she does with this kidding. I pray to God it's nothing dramatic and crazy because I already experienced that with Gigi this year. I experienced that with Gigi's damn Rose. When she kidded for Gigi, it took me over an hour to get Gigi revived and breathing right, and even after an hour, she still had a bad rattle on her lungs. I mean, so I just don't want does that's going to be hard to kid, that's tiny and small, that she more or less be for just a pet home or somebody just wants some backyard milking type stuff. So I'm really hesitating on if I'm gonna keep Onyx or not because she is a good doe and she does put out a lot of good milk. Even with her wonky udder, she is pumping milk, you guys, pumping milk. Today she's not. Even though I'm out here early, her kiddos already done hit me up. They done hit the stash. So she's not giving me but so far a cup of milk. Well, let my cup straight. A cup of milk. When usually she'll give me 2 cups of milk. So my little kiddos must already hit my stash, my little honey pot. Because usually Mama does some good milk for me. But that's okay. I don't stress about it. I'm enjoying the peaceful serenity of milking. I love just coming out to the barn, spending time with my does and their babies, and just that peaceful time with God as I'm milking and just talking to the Lord, or I'm listening to my worship music, whatever. So I don't, I'm okay with just the production of what they're giving me at this moment. So it's all right. But her decision is up in the air. But her and Jade was to be sold. But I'm not going to sell Jade until I get, well, I'm not going to sell either one, mind you, until they both got the weight that I want on them, that I think is a satisfactory weight, healthy weight, to not get them, not to sell them in the condition that I got them. Then the decision will be made on if I'm going to sell who, what, whatever. Sell her babies. I'm not sure at this point because all the babies were supposed to be sold this year. I was expecting those. a lot of those, and that wasn't the case. So we'll discuss that in the next video when we do these introductions, because I still hadn't got a chance to do the birthing videos yet. I may have to just put them raw and uncut, unedited, because my daughter is supposed to do it for me, and she's not getting around to it. And there's one with Gigi's birth that is pretty graphic, that I'm trying to get her to get the blur, put a blur scene over it, because I had an emergency situation with Gigi's baby, and I had to end up just cutting the cord because there was no other options. I didn't have an umbilical cord clip, and it's not something I would typically do by just cutting the cord without tying it off first. But when it comes to losing a baby, you're going to do what you got to do. And it's a risk you got to take. It's a foolish risk. But when it comes to kidding and saving a baby's life just as a human life, you're going to do what you got to do in that moment. And that's what I did. I cut the cord. It has some blood graphics. And thankfully, by the grace of God, everything is all as well. I was able to revive baby. But the video hadn't posted up yet because of wanting to edit and try to get that feature covered up so it wouldn't be so gruesome or disturbing for some viewers who gets offended by certain things, or so YouTube don't flag it, because you never know when YouTube wants to flag something so nonsense as human nature and human life. So that being said, the video never came up, but if you are okay with raw, unedited, raw footage, leave a comment below and I'll just pop it up there unedited, and y'all can see what happened in that moment. But as you can tell, there's a lot of my videos is raw, unedited footage. I do not know how to edit. I used to be tech savvy, but I've never did YouTube video editing type stuff of that. I'm just computer smart, but not editing smart. So you'll see my videos come up very funky. But it's either video be funky or have no video to post at all. So before that not coming up altogether, I just pop it up there. So that being said, leave a comment below and tell me if you care if the video is unedited and raw or not, because that's all I can give you people, because I'm not tech savvy at the moment until I learn. But if I always have something going on, I'm always so busy around the farm between gardening, building animal pen projects, because we just bought this home a few months ago. So we're trying to build all our animal structures and stuff, and repairing things and salvaging things to make it doable so our animals can be in it. So it's like I don't have time to go sit and learn how to edit at this moment. So pretty much I give you what I got, because that's all I got. That's all I can do at this point until I learn how to edit. So if you're okay with that, then just leave a comment below. Let me know, hey, I don't care. Just pop the video up. Let's see the birds. I'll do that for you. But I got Diamond screaming outside because I threw her out the barn because she was just wreaking havoc, not having that bottle this morning. So I went to go put her in her part of the barn, pasture pen. And I'm finishing up with Onyx. And I'm going to move on to my next goat. But those will be pandemonium. So I figure I'll just kind of chit-chat along while I'm milking my best goat ever. And just pop in and say hello. Let you know what's been going on. I'm going to throw up a garden tour video, harvesting video later today or tomorrow, not sure. Definitely gonna video it today, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it up today, depending on what's going on. So, thank you for sharing your morning with me. Thank you for sticking around. If you like what you see in here, like, subscribe, and share this content. And leave a comment below. Say hello, where you're watching from. And until then, we'll see you next time. Thanks and God bless.